their insurance status and reporting their health status. Also, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi directed that the database of artists must be audited to include them in insurance protection programs against various emergency conditions. Welcome back. The role of the family and parents to bring up their children in a normal way, not suffering from any depression or not suffering from an inferiority complex or a superiority complex, bringing up a normal youth and a normal child, also supporting children, the role of the parents in listening and giving time to listen to the problems or any suffering about their children. To shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phone with Mr. Hesham Bahri, the head of the Department of Psychology, Azhar University. Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Hello, Dr. Bahri.
How are you?
How are you, Dr. Bahri? Fine. Dr. Bahri, could you give us, from your experience, what is the role of the family and the parents to give time for the children to listen to their problems in order to avoid any problem or suffering that a child or a youth could suffer from or pass through?
You know, I have many family problems here in my clinic and in my hospital, the governmental hospital or the university hospital, which you are facing regarding the miscommunication between parents and kids. The miscommunication comes after the father is working all the time to collect money, and the mother the same way, collect the mother in the morning, and at the evening she is very busy with the home, with the classes, with the lessons regarding her kids. But there is no way and no time to discuss their problems and their issues and how they live, how they understand the situations surrounding them. So kids are facing the life by themselves, depending on the other experience, which is mainly related to their friends and their maybe a classmate or something like that. But they are not facing the life with some other experience, which is coming from the mother and father. So they are really have some anxious problems. And these anxiety problems and depression problems we are facing now in the clinic goes in the nightmares, eating problems, self-harm. They are cutting their hands and their legs. And sometimes we are facing a new event now, which is committing suicide after the miscommunication between the parents and the kids or the son and daughter.
Yes, so Dr. Bahri, how do you see the importance that the family or the parents should support their youth or their teenager in their choices?
You know, teenagers are facing a problem called identity crisis, which they are asking themselves, what is the life purpose? And it is good to have a future after education, or if they have any future for that. And if there is a real life, a happy life, what is the God? Where is the real friendship? Are we going to be in love, real love, or are we going to be cheated from the other partner? There are many, many questions which we call it identity crisis. And the best person which can help their son, daughter, or the father and mother by their great experience in life to give the kids or the teenagers the real way and bright, really life at that time. But because the father and mother, as we mentioned before, are very busy, teenagers are really confused in this area. And most of them are going in very risky ways. Some of them, as we mentioned before, in a self-harm activities, and the others are committing suicide.
Yes. So, Dr. Bahri, what are the problems that faces the family and faces the youth also? As you've just said or mentioned, the parents are always busy, and the children would not find someone to talk with except their people or children of their age.
Yeah, this is what we have now already. Yes. Where they are really getting experiences from the teenagers at the same group of age, and this is very dangerous. And at that time, we started to have a group therapy to overcome this shortage in the family. Because the father and mother are very busy, who are collecting teenagers at that age group, and we are discussing their problems and to try to find how to solve it, how to face it, how to prepare themselves to face such problems, and how to be flexible if they are going to be confronted by a problem or a disaster, how they are going to face it and how they are going to deal with it.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time, for your information. Dr. Hesham Bahri, the head of the Department of Psychology at Al-Azhar University. Thank you very much for joining us today. And with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. I'm Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.